Hello and welcome back to Jimmy the Pulsating Mass, and today we'll be starting this next area, the Famata Forest. So I'm just going to switch to the blob because I want to continue getting all the imagination skills leveled up to make them, just kind of keep them as even as I can, because it's just useful to have the extra stats and things. Also, this thing can actually change the seasons. So let's try changing it to autumn. In autumn, those flowers are gone. So yeah, clearly this is kind of... It also freezes the water as well in winter, and you get snow in as well, which is rather cute. Summer is the default. And I quite like these ridiculous enemies as well. They're quite fun. Especially with the name Metronome, that's very cute. Turn down the volume on the computer just in case, because it seems a little bit loud right now. I wanted to make sure it wouldn't drown out my voice. So let's see what summer's like, shall we? Oh no, I meant spring. Yeah, that's what opens up these flowers. I quite like the seasons gimmick, it's quite a cute one. Let's go back to autumn so I can get this back, so I can go this way. Because of this area's gimmick, it can be quite large to explore, especially because there's some areas where we can't get to in this season, at least from here, because also, if you take a look, the seasons actually affect the tree man as well. In autumn the tree men are sick, which is very cute. There's a lot of really fun attention to detail in this game. But yeah, this area is quite difficult to explore because there's a lot of areas where we can't quite get to because we'd need to have these mushrooms gone, for example. In order to get some... Yeah, this is a quite big magic defense, which is nice. But yeah, in order to get some of the items, we'll need to make sure we're in certain seasons from certain directions. Of course, mushrooms mean we can't go north right now, so we need to change the seasons. Also, the metronomes are old as well, and there's the back spiders are cocoons. There's a lot of very cute ways the seasons interact with the enemies in this level, which I quite like. Yeah, the cocoons result in a lot of back spiders. Got a whole bagpipe orchestra going on. So we're going to change the season so we can see what else we can do here. So it won't be autumn and summer, it'll be... oh, autumn and spring rather. Let's try summer. Yep, someone gives us the thing to get up here. These mushrooms are gone too, which is very nice. And of course we're actually approaching a healing fountain, which is very good because this area is absolutely massive. And it's very helpful to be able to just kind of heal in the middle of the whole level. There's not many levels that are this big, but we're getting to that point now though. Hey, there's dogs back here as well. Because we've given it a meat cube. I want the Super Bowl. That's quite an interesting weapon. Let's see how it's affecting everything. And see who can equip it as well. Let's see if it says... Oh no, the Super Bowl is a consumable item. I've completely forgotten that actually. And because it's a consumable item, that essentially means that let's see how these are affected by winter. Okay, they completely disappear in winter. But because it's a consumable item, we can only really use it once. You have to be quite careful how we use it. We're going to stick with this for now so we can get down here. Yeah, that's our first major consumable item that we can actually use as a weapon, which is interesting. Not going to though, because I'm going to bide my time with that. Something of course that I completely forgot is I completely forgot to try and steal from these guys, so I guess I'll try that in the next fight. But yeah, that's a suspicious little spot. So let's see what we can grift from these guys. We've got a barbell from these guys, which is going to be quite useful. Because these guys are really buff. And let's have to be able to take care of these other characters as well, so we don't have to deal with them. It's quite interesting as well, this metronome, because of how strong it is. It's the bullying type of character, which is quite cute. Yeah, I really want that barbell. Yay, got it. So now we know what the metronomes can give us. Now we have another furniture item, which are all quite useful because every time you equip a furniture item in the little clubhouse, it increases your strength. Well, it increases one of your stats by a bit. Because before we go into that cave we just saw, let's quickly come back here again. Give me that. So let's see what's in this cave, shall we? what we're coming up to is also quite important as well, and we'll see why later on. Yep, we have a boss fight against a bear. Let's see how magical damage does, just to see, while we also hit him with a magnificent combo, and a crush, and... oh. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of health. And quite a lot of power behind him as well. So we'll keep Jimmy around as the healer and have everyone else just do their best damage. But also sticky flame him so that it is slower. Yeah, he has some quite dangerous attacks. So we're going to switch what form we're in to the... I believe we'll go for the Goon, because I believe he's currently our physically strongest character. Let's not let Helga get too low on health as well, because she's our primary healer after all. But luckily these guys don't tend to be that difficult compared to other bosses. But yeah, these rampages can be quite dangerous. Luckily, we have high enough HP now that a lot of these healing spells heal quite a lot. That's why I always quite like games that have percentage-based healing attacks, because it means they keep useful throughout the entire game. It's always annoying when you get to a point where, like, in certain, like, older RPGs, for example, where you have certain spells and attacks that just stop being useful because, so when you end up low on health, you're just kind of stuck because there's not really much you can do. While in these kind of games, which have percentage-based healing, even if you're low on MP, for example, you can still use, like, a basic level healing spell and it'll do something useful. But of course, this bear as a unique enemy. Notice this description as well. His muscles ache, his breath smells terrible, he's cold and tired. There's a lot of very important descriptions in this game. Because you see, the way I see these things he's turning into, they're essentially kind of ways he sees himself in a way. But we'll go into more description of that when we go into the central. Yeah, this is what the Gumball Bear can do in this form. It does a big slam, which is quite useful. But now we have Gumball Bear Yeah, every time it levels up, it increases Jimmy's base attack. This is a very powerful form. Don't want to get that yet, because I want to go up here. No, let's go here first, because this is where this chest... Nope, it's not. I need to get the ice going so I can get across there, I guess. And of course here is a way out as well. So now we have a very fast way out, which is very nice. So what we'll do is I'll do some off-screen grinding before we go into mute notes to level up the bear a bunch and things like that, just to catch him up. And then the next episode of this series, we'll see what happens in mute notes and finally find out. Well, we'll finally start discussing the central metaphor and how all of the imagination forms fall into that. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Patreon as well. Speaking of, thank you to James Rossi for supporting me on Patreon.